now we modify C3 plants into C4 plants. So, can we know what are the general procedures in this modification?
So before you modify a certain plant or a certain creature or living thing, you first identify the trait of interest that you would like to change. So that's the first step when it comes to modification. Like for example, if they wanted a plant that fights off bacteria, or they would like it to have a defense mechanism that would greatly increase its strength against bacteria, they would like to know the kind of trait that they wanted to modify in a plant. So after identifying their interest in that plant and what to modify in it, they would isolate the genetic trait of that interest. So they would sequence the DNA of the plant, and then they would get that portion in which they wanted to edit the gene, the genetic structure of the plant. So after that, they would cut it and then edit it, and then they would insert something, or they would sequence that new genome that they would like to edit on that specific plant. So they do that. They make another genetic trait, and then they, of course, when you have to get something to go from a place to another, you have to have a transport medium. So after that, after they make that genetic code that they wanted to change in that specific plant, they would now get the plasmid. So the plasmid is actually the gene sequence that they use to change that specific genetic trait that they would like to modify in a plant. So when they already have the plasmid, they would insert it into a bacteria that would then be inserted in a seed, so that it would infect the cells and translate it into that something that they would like to be, that they would like that plant to be. Yes, they would do that to convert something into that desired trait that they wanted to do. So apart from inserting that plasmid into a bacteria, they also use what they call the gene guns. So these gene guns, they shoot the DNA-coated metal particles into the seed directly into the seed, and then it does the same thing as the bacteria and that has the plasmid. So that is the type of thing that they do to modify the plant.